So before I start, I want to just kind of clarify something up that I'm not some trap. Oh, I hate all trap music. I only like real rap, lyrical rap. I want to justify that first. And I think that's because on this channel, I come across like I really hate trap music, which is just not true at all. You can go and see what I rated every Future album, and I mostly enjoy every single one of his projects. I would call Hendrix, DS2, Monster some of my favorite projects ever. I actually quite enjoy trap music. There's a lot of trap albums that I would call my favorite albums ever. I'm definitely not a trap stickler, and I can always enjoy trap music, but whenever trap is bad, it's like really bad. Like it's not just oh yeah that was It's like oh no that was really bad. And I think the first impression that you'd get of me being kind of like a I hate all trap music is my top 10 worst movie or top 10 worst albums of 2020 was mostly trap albums. It was like My Turn, Wanna. I guess I don't think Blame It on Baby is really a trap. It's not really. But there's a lot of trap music on that list. And that had nothing to do with the fact that I dislike trap. At the time I wrote the list, I disliked trap. Maybe if I went back to the list, I'd actually if I went back to it, maybe I would feel different about it. But as a whole, I didn't really I don't know, how would I word it? I've changed my opinion a lot on trap since that list. And I wasn't a big trap fan at the time of the list. I just wasn't a trap hater. Now, I would say that I am somebody who quite enjoys trap. And a good example of someone I really enjoy trap is Young Thug. I quite like Young Thug's works. I haven't heard a ton from him. The only full-length project I've heard from him is Slime Season 3. And I've heard the original Slime Language. Personally, in my opinion on the original Slime Language, it's inoffensively okay. There's some fun tracks here and there, but as a whole, it doesn't do much for me. It's just okay. There's nothing on that one I really ever revisit. I was excited for Slime Language too, but it was mostly just because I think we're all kind of excited for just another great trap album. The last great trap album, in my opinion, would probably be Whole Lotta Red, but not most people agree with me that that's great. So, as a whole, just the most agreeably fun, great trap album. We haven't had it in a while, so that was what we were hoping from Slime Language too. And when I saw the cover, I quite liked the cover until I noticed the text on the bottom, and now I hate the cover. The cover's awful, simply because that text. What the hell is that text? Look at the cover, look it up. That text on the bottom, like hot garbage. Anyway, Slime Language 2, as a whole, as an album, I didn't know really what to expect. My expectations were mid. That I was like, we'll probably enjoy it. And then it went down when I saw the track list and the runtime was 23 tracks, 1 hour and 15 minutes long. But, as a whole, I was excited to hear this album. Just because I just wanted to hear what he had to offer. There's a ton of great features on this, like Drake, who else? Big Sean, Meek Mill. There's a ton of features on this. There's so many great features on this one. I was excited to hear that. I was excited to hear what all these features and people had to offer on a new Young Thug project. So yeah, I was interested to hear to see what I feel about this one. We opened with the track Slatty, which set me off pretty badly. Just a pretty bad opening for the album. It's a boring intro, just as a track, boring intro. The trap beat is hot garbage. It's the most this sounds like trap from 2013, and it's 2021. Not only is it 2021, it's by Young Thug, a trap pioneer, and it sounds like something made in Young Thug's early day. It's just a bad trap beat. And on top of that hook, the oh god, it's so boring. Honestly, this opening, it was terrible opening to get off. It doesn't go down from there, but it's a bit of a rocky way from here. Ski is an enjoyable track. I like the beat. I like the rapping. I think it's fun. It has a kind of a little more upbeat sound to it. It's fun. What can I say? Not a ton to say about this one. It was just a fun trap beat. I'm gonna go through these pretty quickly, by the way, because there's 23 tracks. I don't have a ton to say on most of them. Diamonds Dancing was pretty boring for me. Even though it had Travis on it, an artist I love, it just didn't really work for me. It just felt like everything except Travis was just really watered down, boring trap music. But Travis, I guess, is pretty okay on it. Solid is an enjoyable track. I call it the highlight from the album. I really like this one. I think Drake did great in his feature. I think he had a really enjoyable singing and rapping. I think he did great on this one. As a whole, Thug did pretty well too. I enjoyed it as a track. There's not a ton to say about this one. I quite enjoyed it. It's probably a highlight for the album for me. Came and Saw, fun track too. This is another fun track for me. I really like the rowdy hook. I thought that was a really nice touch to the track. Thugger does great on it. It's just I like the beat a lot. That's mostly what I really liked. I really like the beat, and I just think that Rowdy does really well over that beat. Paying the fine. Paying the fine. What is that title? Wait, did I type that right? Is it Paying the Fine, or is it like Paid the Fee, or what is it? I can't not tell. It's Paid the Fine. So I just said Paying the Fine. So it's Paid the Fine, like paying a fine. Okay, so it does make sense actually. Yes, this is boring. I have nothing to say on this one. Just Baby's boring. It's just all boring for me. Proud of You is nice. I like this track. I quite like Uzi. I think he did pretty great on this. I think Uzi's a great artist, so that was enjoyable to hear. I thought it was a pretty good track. I like the beat too. Yeah, enjoyable stuff here. I think Uzi mostly made this track though for me. Most of the great tracks on this one, I think a certain artist kind of made it. Drake made Solid great. Proud of You made, Uzi made great. And there's a track later here towards the end that I think a specific artist made it a lot better. There's two tracks actually later on that a specific artist made them great. Warriors, quite fun. There's another track that was made by an... Oh, no, actually, we have a couple tracks to go till then. We have Real. Nothing to say. I don't like the unfook hook. Yeah, pretty much a skip for me. Boring guitar beat. What can I say? Not really for me. I like is... Carly's not that great. It's not that great for me. Could go without this one. Warriors, fun. I quite like this track. Specifically, I really like the Sean verse. I like... Big Sean, no matter what, though. I quite enjoy this. It was a fun track for me. Just an enjoyable track. Fun banger, great beat. What can I say? Pots and Pans was pretty blah. Pretty just, yeah, whatever. It's kind of what you'd expect from a Lil Duke Nav track. That's kind of all I have to say. It just felt like I was listening to Lil Duke and Nav. You know, artists I don't really like. So, I don't know. Could have done without this one, too. I could have done without a good chunk of these tracks. Woke Star, I'll be honest, I legit went like 2 minutes into this thinking Strike was 21 Savage. No, Strick was 21 Savage. Legitimately. I actually thought Strick was 21 Savage until like Skepta's verse came on. That's a little weird that like how long I thought that Strick was 21. So not a great verse from him. I mean, I enjoy 21 Savage, so I kind of enjoy it, but at the same time, it's like... He's doing the same thing, the exact same thing 21 Savage does. Same flow, same vocalization. It's the same thing. So I don't know. Skepta's great though, so I enjoyed it. I think it was a good track. Superstar. What the fuck? How the hell did this get made? I'm legitimately concerned for the mental health of Future specifically. That damn hook. That hook, that beat, that auto-tune. How was this allowed to exist? That's just all I can say about this track. It's just hot garbage, honestly. Just, I don't like a thing about this. It's so weird for me, because I love Thug, and I love Future, but I can't think of many times where they collabed and it was like a actually great track. Tell me if there is one. I might be forgetting one. But like their collab album, Super Slimy, I'd actually call that one of the very few Future projects I generally don't enjoy. So I don't know. I don't know why. They just don't. I don't think they mixed that well together for some reason. Came out. I could literally say less. It's just there. Really Be Slime really was just the most... It's literally pointless, honestly. Just, it's the track with all the young stoner life people. Why not? Take to Trial. Banger. It's fun. It's got bars. What can I say? I enjoyed. Trance. Did I get that right? Is that Trance? Yeah, I think it is. Sometimes I misspell the name when typing out my notes. Yeah, Trance. I literally don't have to say anything about this one. Just pretty much skip. A lot of the latter half of this album gets a lot of skips for me. GFU, Get Fucked Up, basically. Sucks. This song is... I'm sorry, this song really sucks. It's just really bad. It sounds drunk. It's just so... It's badly produced, first of all. Just the Get Fucked Up. It sounds awful. It just sounds like a homemade studio. You know, Young Thug, homemade studio, those definitely don't align. And on top of that, it's just such a cringy track for me. Just like the way everything's put together, the verses, the beat, the way it's made. It just sucks, man. It's just hot garbage, honestly. It was the first single for it, too. I don't know why. Moon Man, I honestly can make fun of this song for days because, first of all, it's enjoyable, but it's nothing I'm ever going to revisit. And honestly, just the fact that Young Thug got Kid Cudi, and he was so unoriginal about the fact that he had Kid Cudi, that he named the track just Moon Man, because that's what everybody calls Kid Cudi, right? The man on the moon, he's Moon Man. I'll title the track that. Like, you couldn't come up with anything a little more creative than Moon Man. That's really, that's the type. I don't know, man. I just could have skipped this one. I mean, it was a fun track. It's not bad. Just like, I just think it's funny that's the title. Like, it's the most unoriginal possible title for a Kid Cudi song. Como te llama. Fun. It's enjoyable. Hydora is okay. I enjoy it as a song. It's a little more catchy than the other ones. Reckless, I literally have nothing. I'm literally just not going to talk about it. I have literally nothing to say. It's just there. That Go, I think this is a fun-ass song. I really like this song. It's actually physically one of the best trap songs I've heard all year. Energy, there. Catchy, there. Fun, there. And has a great beat on top of that. Meek Mill's verse is just fantastic. He just has all that energy. He's just such a fun rapper to put on this track. The beat is super loud, energetic, goes in. Just a really fun song for me. Truly my favorite, I think, from the whole project. I just enjoy this song a lot. My City remix was fun. It was okay. Okay, let's end it. Slime Language 2 is a snooze fest. Okay, I didn't like this album. I will personally just say flat out, Slime Language 2 was a good chunk of this was skips for me. There were a couple tracks on this. I will admit there were quite a few tracks on this I did quite enjoy. But just really at the end of the day, I feel like let me look at how I really would change this album. Like, truly speaking, on my Spotify, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the 23 songs saved. Meaning a good 13 tracks for me did nothing. Like, I don't know. I feel like, first of all, like, I think most people on this album agree, like, fuck 23 tracks. At least cut it to, like, 15. Not an hour and 15 minutes. Like, it's way too long. It's just for me, there's highlights, there's fun moments, there's good tracks, there's good verses, there's good bangers. But a lot of that is also just drowned by the fact that there's a ton of just garbage. There's just a ton of music on this that just, not only is it just bad, but I know it can be good. Like, I know Young Thug can make great music. And for some reason, him and his label spent a good chunk of this entire album just doing what they always do and adding nothing to it. I personally I found this album to be pretty boring. I will say it's not a bad album because there's too many tracks on this and too many moments I enjoy, and there's some good production here and there. But as a whole, yeah, Young Thug's just more capable, you know? I think I like the original more. I think the original it was shorter, it was more to the point, it had more bangers for me. What can I say? I just enjoyed the original more. Slime Language 2, I feel like this could have been a lot better. I'd give it like a C+, that feels right. I would give it a C, but I feel like there's enough tracks on this one that work for me to not put it there. But it's like a high 5 out of 10. Yeah. Thug can do better. Youngster Life, they all can do better on their projects. What do you guys think on Slime Language 2? Love it or hate it? Do you hate me for not liking it? Let me know in the comment section below. I got the La Maquina review coming soon for the Conway album. I can't wait. I'll just say flat out, I really love the album, so I'll review that soon. See you guys next time. Peace out, and I am not a trap hater. Bye.